Just want to make a quick video. You know what tarnished the Leo Franco? Everybody loves Leo. The one who broke the law, sharing private information to the public and leaking it. Leo the Linker, as we call him. So basically, the way the media, and just putting it straight, the media really just kind of, when that happened, he definitely broke the law and he should be not in a public office. He should be in prison, to be honest, and that's might be said straight. For leaking classified documents to his friend. That's no offence. And for many things he has done across this to this country, he should be in prison for. But again, this is the thing: the media in this country. You think after that, because again, he did admit. I give him credit. He did admit it that he leaked documents many times before. And not a peep from the Irish media. A few things were said, but OT brushed under the carpet and said to the children, children, forget about this. Look at Trump. Look at Donald Trump. Look what Donald Trump's doing. That's a lot worse than what Leo has done. So the media, the Irish Mirror, the West Ham, they always try and everything. Leo puts up a picture on Instagram, and literally flocking around it. All the journalists are flocking like a pile of shit on fly. Yeah, shit and flies are just going around. You know the way shit on the ground. Flies are just always pondering around it. This is what it is. So here's the headline for the Irish Mirror today, and basically, it's a very slow news day. It must be for them. Taoiseach Leo Varadkar shares a couple picture of them jogging in the park in the beautiful weather. Like, well, where's the news? What's the hell? How's that got any news to do with anything? And here's news. There's a robbery in Cavan, in a post office. There was two people went in with guns and robbed the post office in Cavan. Few things were said. OT said barely anything about it. One person was caught. One person still in the run. Again, they could have used that time to go and look into it. Who are these people? Why did they rob it? Get information on these. Why was this crime done? What was it to do? Was it the organised crime? Was it the bigger operation? What's the story here? Where was the guards? Why was there no armed units around? Where were they? And the first thing I would say to you, where all the guards were on Cavan that day, there was an accident in County Cavan. There was a good lot of guards standing around keeping cover, keeping the roads closed, blocked, manning barricades, in other words. So that's where all the guards were. There was no guards in County Cavan because they were all busy on the bypass, keeping cordons on the roads and everything, and investigating the crash. So that's why. But again, the media, straight away, he puts up a picture. Like, what has it got to do with him jogging in the park? How is that news? How is that it's supposed to be national news? And again, when Leo shared these little files with his friends and everything like that, we could be showing them to the Russians, the Chinese. I wouldn't be surprised. And wouldn't put it past them. But again, this is, he's not trustworthy. I might be honest with you. And again, he broke the law. He broke some kind of law anyway, because leaking a file that's not in the public domain, and it wasn't in the public domain. No matter what Simon Howes of the West Ham say, it wasn't in the public domain. And in fact, the guards have to investigate it, and and it's not, you haven't heard anything about it. But this is the other thing too. So the media at the time, a few weeks ago, about a month ago, and they were all up in arms. The media, everybody was upset and very annoyed that our Taoiseach was getting death threats. And he had to move house and everything like that. And OT were like, how dare these people talk about Leo Varadkar anyway? We are the people who want to talk about Leo Varadkar. How dare people say anything against Leo Varadkar? Before sending death threats against anybody, you shouldn't send death threats to anybody. It's not nice. It's not the humane way, and it's not justified. It really isn't justified. But again, the media were going with this narrative, saying those people sending death threats, and then a person close to Leo Varadkar said, he wasn't forced to move house because of serious death threats. And the media were all up in arms about it, and there was a huge debate. Now, I'm not saying he didn't get death threats or anything like that, but the media really went for it. He had to move house. He was in that danger that he had to move house. No, he had to actually stay in the house, and this is what they say anyway. From the Irish Sun. It actually says that your source feels very close to Leo Varadkar that he didn't have to move house. And again, the OT, nothing to be heard when the narrative's challenged. But yeah, that's just the thing. And again, I say this straight to people. I say this straight, and anybody do say it straight. Sending hate or death threats to anybody is no good. But again, the way the media in this country acts, like, again, you think Leo was God himself, the way the media here portraying him, like going out for a jog. Like, you think he was the man himself, Jesus himself, down from heaven to save us all from this tyranny. But this is the way media, and again, the joke to talk about something like, for example, the amount of suicides, for example, in this country at the moment. Um, not a peep, and they're more worried about Leo jogging, and it's a big article, on it, and how they just like again, very sad news day, very slow news time, very little to talk about, and again, there's a lot to talk about in this country. Again, going out for a jog. I wouldn't mind if you went and started picking a bit of rubbish or whatever. I would be like, maybe that's a bit of a news story, a t-shirt, Taoiseach going out picking up rubbish and doing voluntary work for his community. I'd be like, yeah, maybe so. Yeah, maybe so. But again, just going out for a jog and they're like, oh, it's beautiful weather. We might as well want an article on it. You're like, I don't know.